So, Capcom, come here. Come here. We need to have a chit chat. Just a quick little chat. So, you take this game, right? Onimusha, which is an M-rated game, right? It's blood, violence, all that great stuff. And you pretty much you leave all that in. But the only thing you censor, it seems, are biological women. Is there a reason, and this is for scientific purposes because we need to study this. Is there a reason why you Western companies are afraid of boobs? Any reason in particular? Because we got censorship of a biological woman, censoring of her chest right here. We have one right here, where you have a little bit of side boob, and of course, what do you know? They censor that too. So if a dude, for instance, had a big fucking donkey dick swaying about, no, they would leave that in. They would leave that in. We know for a fact it would be left in. But show some boob. Oh, now we have a problem. In a game that's M for mature, with blood, guts, violence, dismemberment, that's perfectly fine. But showing some boobs, oh, we just can't have that. We have standards. We have standards. Again, if it was a dude walking around with a fucking donkey dick hanging out, you know damn well it'd still be in the game. Why are you people so afraid of biological women? The same people who claim to be standing up for the rights of women are constantly erasing them, even from games. Even from games. We saw this with Dragon Age the Failguard. For all those women who are a bit bustier up there, no options whatsoever to make them themselves more represented in the game. Oh, sorry. Either you have, if you don't have an A cup, I guess you're fucking screwed in this game for representation. Oh, you don't have a thick ass? You know, you have a thick ass? Well, sorry. We only go up to about, oh, I don't know, barely over anorexic. So it's not just Capcom. It's BioWare. It's Ubisoft. It's all. Why are they all so afraid of biological women, while also simultaneously trying to claim that they care about women's rights and women in general when they're constantly being erased? They're constantly being erased. Just makes you think. Onimusha 2 Remaster is a massive disaster. We need to make Onimusha great again. We need to Moga. The Moga movement. Launch fails miserably due to censorship and DRM. Fans are disappointed, obviously. 23-year-old game with de novo DRM, the anti-piracy software notorious for downgrading performance, locking players out of their own purchases, and punishing paying customers instead of the actual pirates. The actual pirates. It seeks to stop in the first place. The irony. This is a remaster of a game from 2002 and a game that runs better on a PS2 emulator. I mean, what? Emulators are bad, kids. Don't do that. You don't want to be emulating when your parents are, you know, emulating is no good. Now, I think, you know, myself, we've done a fair bit of emulating back in our days. Of course, we never did with PS2 games. But, you know, sometimes, you know, emulators is a perfectly natural thing. You know, sometimes, you know, you're hit with a certain feeling, and sometimes you want to emulate. But there's a time and place for that. Peter replies on the post. We'll see that in a second. De novo has long been hated in PC circles for its impact Performance with slower loading times, increased CPU usage, and restrictions on modding, which is completely ridiculous. If it's a one-player game and all you're, why not just let them mod? Why not just let people mod? To name just a few massive drawbacks, but for whatever the reason, his heart or his shoes, he stood up there on Christmas Eve hating the Who's. The Novo cost is $25,000 per month. Huh. Capcom decided to slap it on anyway. Reportedly at a cost of up to $25,000 a month, $3,000 a year, $300,000 a year, according to the Amazon listing. Despite the game peaking at only 1,600 players during the launch weekend of the game. Huge numbers, huge PP numbers. They are some of the biggest numbers we've ever seen. That's not just a bad decision, it's a financial disaster waiting to happen. But if you thought that was bad, take a look at this. Stop it. Don't open that door. I love the voice acting in that game. I love just take a look at this. Actually, hang on.
But just take a look at this.
It's so good. It's so good. It really is. Just take a look at this. It gets worse. Far worse. The censorship backlash. What really set people fans off is how Capcom thought it would be a fantastic idea to censor content in a freaking M-rated game, specifically changing a female character's outfits to something more conservative, along with, you know, can't have that. If there was a dude walking around with a big old fucking donkey dick hanging out, that'd be perfectly fine, wouldn't it? But no. Oh, we can't have boobs in the M-rated game where blood, violence, gore, dismemberment, and all that other stuff. No, this is too much. The change might seem minor to most at a glance, but that's not the point here. Exactly. And of course, you're going to have people like, oh, what's the matter? You can't jerk off to your 3D model. It's about the pointless censorship. Again, if it was reversed and it was a dude with his dick out, it'd be perfectly fine. You see something like Baldur's Gate, people are like, oh my god, wieners. But then you have something like this where they just show a little bit of, you know, cleavage, and they're like, oh my god, that is fucking disgusting. We have standards here, and this is not going to be tolerated. This is extremely offensive to my fake vagina. Okay, this is extremely offensive. Some of us, that is the biological women. Some of us, we identify as women, but we don't have certain parts, and it's extremely unsettling to look at. And it's only in Western games. Only Western countries, you know, companies. Like, what is this shit? Why are they so afraid of boobs? The same people who claim to care about women and want to stand up for women are constantly censoring them. The men, never touched. Never touched. In remasters, the men end up looking exactly like what they're supposed to. But the women always getting a downgrade in some kind of way. Whether their models are made to look more mannish, or you have stupid crap like this. Look at our good friend Tifa in Final Fantasy. Yes, I know it's not Tifa. Honestly, I've never heard anyone call her Tifa. You know, you may hear people call Tifa, you know, kind of like Yuffie. Some people call her Yuffie. That's Yuffie, the ninja. But you never hear, you know, like, people say Tifa. But same thing with her. Censored. Why? Why? Because she's a beautiful woman. And again, strong, beautiful women apparently can't be feminine. Apparently, strong women can't be beautiful or exposed or. No, it's like, oh, You're a strong woman. You have to be censored. I saw some of the censorship of the old characters went from a must buy to no buy, so he became non-binary. Censoring a 20-year-old game in that way is not a good way to get me to start. Unnecessary censorship is really annoying. Do better. Saying that there's no toggle for it, like in Call of Duty Black Ops 3. With censored skins, revert the ridiculous censorship. It's an M-rated game for adults. No reason for it. Weird how blood and murder is okay, but a little cleavage is crossing the line. Yeah, it's not like they're full-on, just full-blown titties in your face. No, it's cleavage. So blood and guts is fine. Cleavage bad. Make it make sense. And the people who can't make it make sense are the ones you'll see them in the comments. Oh, what's the matter? You can't jerk off to your pixels, and you're just fucking sexist, racist, misogynist. They're gonna call you all these words, but never give you a reason of why blood, guts, gore, dismemberment in this game is fine, but why this is bad. They won't be able to. They can't give you a good reason. They'll just sit there and call you names. It's about the censorship of it. Why are, especially with current day, you see this all the time. Why are the women constantly being censored? Again, if a dude has a donkey dick hanging out, no, that's perfectly fine. Perfectly fine. In fact, let's make it bigger. It's not long enough. We won't stop until that fucking thing is scraping against the ground. That's perfectly fine. But you show some boobs, oh, that's crossing the line. That is crossing the line. This is a family-friendly game. Families gather around this game. They want to see their blood, their guts, their violence. They want to see dismemberments and beheadings. But it's not safe for children when there's boobs. And I know you're thinking, wow, John, that sounds fucking ridiculous. Exactly. That's the point. It's ridiculous. Either translate a game, especially an M-rated game as is, or don't fucking do it. This is 2025 and we're censoring boobs? Why? If this is the future remaster, censored, bloated with DRM and underwhelming, then maybe some classics are better left untouched. Great to see Capcom getting a deserving flop for a terrible product. No censorship is acceptable, and that goes double for remasters of older games. Go woke, go broke. Game for modern audiences? Fuck that shit. Let's see what the comments are saying. Blood and gore violence. Actually, I didn't turn this over. This now. Come on. God, I freaking hate this thing sometimes. Please, anytime. How about over here? Can I do it over here? Unnecessary censorship is really annoying. Do better. Another censored remaster from Capcom. So is the censored costume in the game or just the trailer? There's zero reason why an M-rated title would need this adjustment. Stop censoring games. Why'd you have to censor this game? To no censorship, please. If the game would have, yeah. It's bullshit. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. I was excited for this until I saw all the ridiculous censorship, so it's gonna be a hard pass for that's gonna be a no for me, dog. You don't have to censor a 20-year-old game. Please stop censoring games. It sours what should have been a joyful occasion. Onimusha 1 had a maid growing a needle out of her vagina, but OU showing some cleavage is too much. Change the censorship, otherwise I'll stick to emulation. Censoring a rated M game with blood, gore, and dismemberment is a massive L. L is real. They censor the outfits. Blood and gore violence, yet censoring a woman's body. I don't know why you felt the need to censor an M-rated game for this remaster. Demons from hell murdering, dismembering, buckets of blood. All this is a-okay. A modest cleavage shot and a woman showering with no naughty bits shown in ugly 2000. Cut that the hell out. Cut it out. In an M-rated game, a rating more mature. Exactly. That's the point. For the people who are so stupid they're not able to comprehend why it's a big deal. It's not about, oh, you can't jerk off to your pixel. No. This is a game. It's not showing any flat out chest. Murdering, dismembering, buckets of blood. All of that is perfectly fine, but a natural part of a person's body, nope. Gotta censor it. Gotta cover it up. Gotta cover it up. That is why people, it has nothing to do, because women are complaining about it too. It has nothing to do with, oh, you can't jerk off the pixel or 3D model. It's about the pointless censorship in an M-rated game that has blood, violence, gore, dismemberment. That's all perfectly fine. Again, if a dude was walking along with his stick scraping against the ground, that would be perfectly fine. A woman, nope. We love women so much we have to constantly censor them and basically remove them. We have to remove anything feminine about women. But we love women so much. Women's rights. And yet you're constantly erasing them or downgrading them. It's like, look at games where they use motion capture. The men always look exactly like their actor. Every single time. You look at the women, and they always look like the male actor. Even though the person behind the motion capture and the model and all that, absolutely gorgeous. Look at Humberly Gonzalez, who played what's her name in Star Wars Outlaws. Absolutely gorgeous woman. Her character ended up looking like a dude. They do this every single time. Men stay looking the same. Women get downgraded because apparently beautiful women are terrifying to these people. Because we know what kind of women they want. They know the kind of women. So women, they know that this game may offend. We know. Capcom, we're just waiting for you guys to open up. You, BioWare, and all these other games, all these other game companies, we're just waiting for you to be honest. You don't give a flying fuck about biological women. You do care about women, but not of the biological variety. The sooner you guys open up, the sooner we may be able to gain some respect for you again. That's not gonna happen. So, but just, yeah, let's just censor some cleavage in a game where you can dismember people. Makes sense to me. What's your problem? Anyway, that's gonna do it for me. You guys know the drill. I'll see you guys later. Bye, guys.